Good evening, everybody. How you doing? It's Travis Ginther. Today is April the 17th, by the way. And hold on, let me turn this so you can see me. There we go. And so today we are talking about Abram and Lot separate. And yesterday we talked about Abram and Sarai in Egypt. And today we're in Genesis chapter 13, verses 1 through 18. This is what it says. So Abram went up from Egypt, So Abram went up from Egypt, he and his wife, and all that he had, and Lot with him into the Negeb. Now Abram was very rich in livestock, in silver, and in gold, and he had journeyed on from the Negeb as far as Bethel, to the place where his tent had been at the beginning, between Bethel and Ai, to the place where he had made an altar at the first. And there Abram called upon the name of the Lord. And Lot, who went with Abram, also had flocks and herds and tents, so that the land could not support both of them dwelling together, for their possessions were so great that they could not dwell together. And there was strife between the herdsmen of Abram's livestock and the herdsmen of Lot's livestock. At that time, the Canaanites and the Perizzites were dwelling in the land. Then Abram said to Lot, "Let there be no strife between you and me, and between your herdsmen and my herdsmen, for we are kinsmen. Is it not the whole land before you? Separate yourself from me. If you take the left hand, then I will go to the right, or if you take the right hand, then I will go to the left." And Lot lifted his eyes and saw that the Jordan Valley was well watered everywhere, like the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt in the direction of Zoar. This was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So Lot chose for himself all the Jordan Valley, and Lot journeyed east. Thus they separated from each other. Abram settled in the land of Canaan, while Lot settled among the cities of the valley, and moved his tent as far as Sodom. Now the men of Sodom were wicked, great sinners against the Lord. The Lord said to Abram, after Lot had separated from him, Lift up your eyes and look from the place where you are, northward and southward and eastward and westward, for all the land that you see I will give to you and to your offspring forever. I will make your offspring as the dust of the earth, so that if one can count the dust of the earth, your offspring also can be counted. So arise, walk through the length and the breadth of the land, for I will give it to you. So Abram moved his tent and came and settled by the oaks of Mamre, which are at Hebron, and there he built an altar to the Lord. Well, folks, as you can see, this one is about dividing. It's about what happens when two people disagree. As you can see, we had two people, Abram and Lot. Now they went to Egypt, and they had a lot of livestock, and they had a lot of cattle and a lot of herdsmen. Abram had a lot of livestock, and also Lot did as well. So what happened was that they got to the place where they were going, and there was some arguing between the two people. And then Abram said, "Hey, look, since there doesn't want to be any strife, let's just separate. If you go one way, I'll go the other way, and if you go this way, I'll go the other way." And that's what they did. Now Lot went to a place called Sodom and Gomorrah, which we will talk about later on in the coming days. We will talk about that in the coming days, about what happens to Sodom and Gomorrah and what that really is like. And so what happened was that when after Abram and Lot separated, God told him, lift up your eyes and see, look north, south, east, and west. And when Abram did that, he saw all the land, and God was like, you know what? If you're descendant, and he said that I will make your offspring as the dust of the earth. So if one can count the dust of the earth, your offspring also can be counted. Now, what does that mean? What that means is, at this time, Abram still had no children. He was very old in his age, and that he had no children. But God made him a promise again, and we'll see later on down the road about how amazing God is and how He keeps His promises. So the moral of the story is this: if you have strife with somebody, deal with it. Don't let it fester. Don't let it fume. Get it resolved immediately, because in that way you can live a better life and a happy life if you resolve conflict quickly and swiftly. Okay, guys, so if you like this video, you know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up. Hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell twice to get notified of all that I post. And guys, I want you to have a great evening, a great night. God bless. And remember, you are loved by God. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great evening, everybody. God bless.